I just think, especially with what's happened in golf as of recent too, a lot of people they don't realize a lot of what we go through.
Lexi Thompson has significantly transformed women's professional golf, breaking record after record throughout her impressive career. Yet, at 29 years old, she has chosen to step back from the sport.
Lexi Thompson retires from pro golf at 29.
Lexi Thompson breaks down in tears as she announces retirement.
After surprise retirement, Lexi Thompson opens up on lonely struggle.
Lexi Thompson was born on February 10, 1995 in Coral Springs, Florida. She grew up in a family obsessed with golf, and her two brothers also pursued professional careers in golf. This environment nurtured her talent and set high expectations for her. Thompson showed interest in golf at a very young age and started working on her skills. Everyone knew she was destined for greatness. When she was 8, she won her first amateur tournament, the 2003 U.S. Kids Golf World Championship. This marked the beginning of her spectacular career. Her achievements kept on growing. She went on to win the American Junior Golf Association event in 2007 and became the youngest ever tournament winner. At 12 years, 4 months, and 1 day, she became the youngest competitor in history to participate in the U.S. Women's Open, thus breaking a mark that had stood for many decades. Her first historic achievement as an amateur golfer opened new possibilities in the evolution of women's professional golf. Although she failed to make the cut at the U.S. Open, she stayed on track to become one of the best players in golf. Lexi turned professional in 2010, playing golf at 15 years old. This move sparked both excitement and skepticism in the world of golf. Fans doubted whether a teenager could handle the pressures of professional sports, while others saw a future star in women's golf. At the start, she hadn't earned the status of an LPGA Tour member, so she had to rely on sponsors' invitations to compete in tournaments. Her first sponsor exemption was at the ShopRite LPGA Classic, but she failed to cut by 4 strokes. She kept improving herself in the coming tournaments, finishing tied for 10th place at the US Open and as runner-up at the Evian Masters. She still hadn't earned her LPGA member status. Thompson petitioned the LPGA to get a waiver of the rule that LPGA Tour members must be 18 years old. But then, at the age of 16, she changed the golfing world forever. She won her first ever LPGA tournament by beating Tiffany Joe by 5 shots in the Navistar LPGA Classic. She became the youngest winner of an LPGA event, shattering the previous record established by Marlene Haga at the age of 18 in 1952. Following her win, her petition for tour membership was granted. This win silenced the critics and sent a message that she was here to dominate golf. Thompson kept on winning tournaments but wasn't getting much success at majors. Then came the 2014 Kraft Nabisco Championship, now known as the Chevron Championship. In those 4 rounds, she displayed exceptional skill as she matured into a champion. She started safely with a score of 73 on the first day. Her approach to the tournament was reserved. However, she did lose out on birdie chances that she could have made and maintained her position through strong ball play. But major championship pressure did not shake Thompson because she trusted herself. On the second, the tournament shifted in her favor. She tied the course record of 64 and moved to first place. This was followed by an incredible round of 69, and she maintained her top spot tied with Michelle Wie. Playing in the lead position at a major tournament often causes anxiety, even for professional players. Yet Thompson maintained her composure impeccably. She responded to every challenge her competitors made, especially when facing Michelle Wie. In the final round, Thompson played flawlessly, carding 4 birdies with no bogeys in the front 9. This gave her a 5-shot lead over Michelle Wie. She kept up her form and successfully parred the final 9 holes, while Wie managed only 3 birdies and 1 bogey in that period. Ultimately, Thompson secured victory by 3 shots and won her first ever major championship title at Mission Hills Country Club. As a tradition, she celebrated her victory by jumping into Poppy's Pond, joined by her caddy and family. Thompson enjoyed her victory with her characteristic smile. She became the second youngest golfer to win a major LPGA tournament, bringing her fame and making her golf's newest superstar. This game-changing victory demonstrated her abundant presence and strength, marking the start of a transformative period in women's golf. Her list of achievements kept growing as she continued to win more tournaments, but suddenly, something worse happened. She was playing at the 2017 ANA Inspiration when things took a dramatic turn. Thompson started the final round of the tournament with a solid 2-shot lead. Things looked great for Thompson, yet another victory seemed on the horizon. But that's not what happened. She hit a bogey on the 12th hole and was walking to the 13th tee when tournament officials reached out with shocking news. She was about to receive a 4-stroke penalty. But what had happened? Well, Lexi was penalized for an incident from the previous day. She had misplaced her ball by a mere inch on the 17th green. She got a 2-shot penalty for placing the ball incorrectly, and another 2-shot penalty for signing the wrong scorecard. But the crazy thing was that no one on the greens noticed this mistake. Only a television viewer saw it, and he alerted the officials. Meanwhile, Lexi was devastated by this penalty. She had gone from a winning position to a losing position. The emotional toll was clear. She was in tears, struggling to process what was happening. In an instant, her dream of winning the tournament seemed to slip away. Meanwhile, players, including Tiger Woods, came up to defend her, tweeting, "Viewers at home should not be officials wearing stripes. Let's go, Lexi. Win this thing anyway." Despite the penalty, Lexi continued her strong play even after this news, showing her incredible resilience in the face of adversity. While she survived this penalty and was able to force So-Yeon Ryu into a playoff, the fallout from the penalty stayed with her, and Lexi lost the tournament. This incident sparked a huge debate in the golfing world. Fans argued how a viewer could have such an impact on a player's tournament. The controversy led to wider conversations about the role of viewers in penalizing players and whether it was fair to apply penalties. She continued to play more tournaments to solidify her position in golf, but it was becoming difficult. The level of public pressure Thompson faced early in her life made her experience different from most young adult golf athletes. Following the tournament, life became tougher for her. Each round and every one of her putts in the coming tournaments got detailed examination from others. The pressure to preserve her dream of being golf's American icon, along with the increasing number of competitive international players, resulted in overwhelming stress. As time went on, her challenges grew more complex because of changing standards in the competitive landscape. The game intensified with its global expansion. The LPGA Tour faced increased competition as players from South Korea, Thailand, and other countries began making their mark on the greens. With the increasing number of players, Thompson needed to dedicate more time and focus to stay at the top. However, the signs of burnout started to become visible to those who were directly involved with her. Despite all her personal troubles, Thompson maintained excellent performance levels. In her last full campaign, Thompson showcased her remarkable athletic abilities, but at the same time, the burden on her started to become overwhelming. At press appearances, Thompson sometimes revealed an emotional vulnerability due to her personal problems. Normally, she presented herself with complete self-assurance, but now she demonstrated signs of uncertainty which looked abnormal to her followers. People who knew Thompson well observed that she took a considerable amount of time to decide about her future. She determined her path through extensive reflection about golf and the future she wanted to build outside of professional athletics. Fans scrutinized her performances through intense, immediate assessments, which often resulted in critical judgment on social media. People started to question her play and why she wasn't in the right form. Regular viewers do not fully understand the real physical requirements of professional golf matches. The strong athletic approach Thompson used in golf required her to maintain intense physical training while striving for peak physical condition. But this routine had started to take a toll on her. Along with this pressure, she suffered a wrist injury in 2015 during a photo shoot. She had bruised her bone while boxing, but she continued to endure the pain for years. The issue didn't resurface with more intensity until 2023, when she was seen at the 2023 Chevron Championship with a heavily taped right wrist. Lexi explained that hitting numerous golf balls at home had caused her wrist to hurt again. But the pain didn't stop, and it kept worsening. The pain had started to extend to her thumb and would cause her entire hand to throb while hitting. She was fighting through this pain, but now it had begun to hurt her game and personal life. The immense pressure, coupled with her wrist injury, had started to take away Thompson's mental peace. Even playing golf was now causing her suffering, so she announced that she would retire at the end of the 2024 season. At the age of 29, when most are at the peak of their performance, Thompson decided to say goodbye to golf. When Thompson made her announcement, the golf world responded with a heartfelt reaction. Top-level professional athletes who participated, along with other people, shared their stories about handling mental challenges in high-level competitions. Many people involved in the sport recognized that players needed more than just physical skill. They needed strong mental strength to succeed at a high level. Thompson redefined what was possible for young female golfers. In her final years after leaving the LPGA, she became an outspoken advocate for mental health in sports, helping to break stigmas. Her decision to choose her mental health over professional competition shows everyone that it's acceptable to select alternative paths regardless of one's current standing. Lexi Thompson's story emphasizes transformation in her professional career and personal life. Her journey demonstrates the pressure that new players face due to rising fan expectations. Every athlete should have the liberty to decide about their career and personal lives. Thompson's decision to abandon golf at age 29 shows that mental health and well-being are the most important things. I really hope you enjoyed Lexi Thompson's story. If you'd like to see more fun videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. I'm also super curious. What's your favorite memory of Lexi Thompson? I'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts in the comments below.